Today we're going to clean an steam oil boiler. We're going to clean it, we're going to change the filters, the nozzle, strainer in the pump, check the electrodes, make sure everything's clean, and check our CO2 draft and smoke. Make sure it runs good. I've been doing this one for years. It's always ran good. I can't see any reason why I won't continue.
First we're going to take off the smoke pipe. And then a little bit of soot, nothing in the chimney.
Very normal.
Take the top right off of that. Set it aside. And then we take this part off of here. Alright, get the brushes.
Hippie wipes the pan.
Nubs.
Okay.
Scrub all these nubs down in here and get all the soot off of it.
A filter in here. Oh, nice and dirty.
Nice and dirty, huh?
Oops, oh boy. Real dirty.
Real dirty.
Real dirty. That's what happens when you run the oil down real low. You get all the gunk from the bottom. I gum out, but that's gum out, but I like 2+2. Really cleans good.
Get all that gunk out of there.
Yeah. I don't know how many guys do this, but I do. I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but it's the way I do it. I think I heard that once before.
Yeah.
You know, let her clean out. Get all that stuff out of there, Michael.
Filter.
Yeah, this is what a new filter looks like. So I just put the gasket there. Nice. Yeah. I like to put a little oil on the gasket. It kind of seats it a little bit.
Let me hold a light.
No. I keep the slot in and they'll wear out. Yeah, we'll run a little oil out of it.
Run a little oil out of it.
Just to get if there's any gook
In there.
get it out of there.
You want scene 4 over here taking away that? Time is money on this stuff.
Usually you could tell if there's water in the oil, the canister will be rusty and the bolt starts rusting. But we'll look good.
Yep.
You get him though. If we... Oh, I forgot the washer. Forget the washer. Years ago I didn't care about my hands with the oil. It gets in your hands and you can't get rid of the smell for 2 days. So,
That's the bleeder.
yeah, I'll show you. We'll bleed it out. We'll bleed it out.
Now the oil is going to come up and through there, huh?
Yeah, it'll come out. I mean, I like to do them with a ball valve after that. And you could just leave that screw right off and shut it off fast, and doesn't make too much of a mess. It'll take a little while. You know, wiggle it, lets the air. Up there we go. I'll shut it off.
Now that's filled solid with oil, huh?
Yep. But we'll shut it off because I got to work on the strainer and tighten it up. I'll clean that off. Clean it off with some carb cleaner, make it nice and pretty. Nice and dry. Make it look like we care. Alright, this is the oil pump, and inside the oil pump it's a little strainer. It's another means of filtration. Goes in there and you just check it, make sure it's clean it all out. And then your third means of protection is the filter, or on the nozzle there's a little filter, which once it gets to that point, you're in trouble. Lots of trouble. Right there's a major no-no. That should be a flare fitting, not a compression fitting. Compression fittings are for amateurs, you know, homeowners and rookies. You get air leaks. But people like you, hippie. On these particular boilers, you have to take the cover plate out to clean the combustion chamber. Usually on these, every 3-4 years I do them. The newer models have a hinge. You hinge the door, you could do it every year. It's too much of a hassle. You got ropes, seals. I usually look in the door and try to get out what I could. If it looks bad, you can look at the combustion chamber. If it's bad, you got to take it apart anyway. We'll take a look at it before we're done.
I gotta start the machine.
Here, wait, one more thing. There's the strainer. A little dirty.
Yep.
I've seen them much worse, but that's why we change them. I don't know how many guys change them, but on the top of the pump. Your new strainer. Shut the power off because this is 10,000 volts. It'll knock you to tomorrow. Transformer. That's your third filter right here on the end of the knob.
Third filter, yeah.
Need some more paper towels, so we're going to paper towels. Standing. tension ring in there is nice and clean, so we're doing okay. Here's your brand new nozzle. This boiler is way oversized. The installer, he didn't do his homework, and this boiler here could do 3 of these houses. But it was installed by the oil company, so the oil company really wants you to burn oil. So good advice is never get an oil company to put your boiler in, because they're going to give it to you. Get somebody to do a heat loss on your house, and this is a steam boiler, so get them to do your square footage of steam and put the proper size boiler in to save you money in the long run. Because the oil company's not worried about that sells you the oil, wants to sell you more, and they really sell this people more. So beware, an honest Gerard here.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to adjust that from Beckett. And the old style burners, they wanted 7/16 off the center line, and then 5/32 apart and a 1/16 ahead, which this is. But the new Beckett book told me that they changed it. They want everything 5/16 above the center line, and keep the same, a 1/16 and then 5/32 apart. So I'm going to adjust these, and I think you'll get a faster start. The electrodes will jump faster.
Just adjusted the electrodes.
Oh, I'd have to man to man. I'd have to play with them for a while here. They give you a gauge, but I can still see, so we're at about a little over 3/8 yet. I don't want to put new electrodes in this boiler because this boiler is getting changed out for a gas boiler this year at the end of the season. So we're going to just leave these old electrodes in here and call it a day.
Put it right back in there, huh?
And there's a recess in the nut, so you could. You stuck the brush?
It's not stuck.
Okay. All good. Yeah, we can see Mike's hose. We can see Mike's brush.
Oh, yeah,
See Mike's brush
down there, yeah. There's a plate in there that gotta get cleaned out.
I don't want to drop it.
Snap. And we gotta clean that out.
Made hose for this particular boiler. With the front cleanouts, you get the hose in there nice. Like I said, Michael, a lot of times you gotta take these off every few years, or if you see a lot of soot coming, the seals broke, but usually I could clean them pretty good with this hose.
The cap back on.
If you're up the smooth coat.
Mixing it up. And packing a smooth coat around the smoke pipe. All right.
Safety fuse. I took it out because I'm afraid of how people wire stuff. We're gonna, in case somebody accidentally bumped the switch while I was down there and get zapped good. Next step, we got to purge the air out of the lines since we changed everything up. So I don't know if there's going to be a call for heat, but we'll take that. Yeah. A little foamy, it's starting to clear up a little. And she's going. This particular boiler, it requires, I think, 100 psi pump pressure. Newer boilers, they're going 150, 180. Here's your adjustment screw, but you cannot touch that unless you put your pressure gauge on to adjust it. You can't. There's a way to do that with an ohm, reading ohms, the proper flame, but I don't recommend that for a homeowner. Get a gauge. All right, to check the safety, there's a float in here. It acts like a switch, and if the water gets below here, it shuts the boiler output. By opening this flush valve, it should shut it off. So that tells me the float and the switch are working. Safety's working. Okay. RC, if it's plumb, and it's good. So, draft gauge, check the draft. Yeah, it's at 3 now. The chimney's still cold. It's climbing the floor. How that works is you open the draft, it'll drop. So as the chimney heats up, the RC will open up and slow the draft down. Keep it at a. Where's it at now? Is it on 3 or 4? 3. Let me get a peek. Chimney, because you're on. Yeah. Now that the chimney warmed up, it's at 4. That's where it should be.
Smoke test.
We'll do this and we do 10 pumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. This tells you if the burner's burning rich or smoky. And we're good.
Yeah. That paper will get dark if it's burning.
Yeah, I'll do it one more. This is CO2. It measures the CO2 in the gases. I just gotta mix it up a little bit here. This pyrite, this red liquid is pyrite. It measures the CO2 in the. And we want at least 11 to 13. It'll be sweet. I think last year I got a 12 on here, and we'll see what happens this year. 12 for an old boiler is sweet. Zero it. Put you on 0, 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. 18. Mix it up again. Once. Look at that, we're at 12, maybe even 12 and a half over here on the scale. 12 and a half, excellent.
What does that actually do?
It measures the CO2. It tells you how the furnace is actually burning.
Is it burning good?
That's absolutely perfect for an old boiler.
What is that then?
This measures the stack temp. It shut off before it finished.
Before we got what we wanted.
So it was at 430. It's about 80 in here, so it's about 350. That's a good stack temp. You won't condensate in the chimney. But I'll let it fire again because it's. Let me